Let's get you to the Wendy's starting lineup for Aaron Boone's New York Yankees. The Yankees 20, but both teams dealing with injuries, both teams dealing with last 6. For the Yankees, they're trying to get themselves out of a season-long 5 notorious first ball swinger. Takes a
surprising to see.
You know, from a kind of a big picture, 2 strikes to Jeff McNeil. And a strikeout.
93 at the bottom. You know, on runners in scoring position, Matt, my take has always been it's
3 average to start play, 4 homers, 12 runs batted. Thanks to count to J.D. Davis. Another strikeout for Montgomery. As good as J.D. Davis has been this year.
And he's so good when he hits the downward movement.
And Jordan Montgomery has struck out, who has made the absence of some of the other sluggers for the Yankees a little more palatable.
By the way, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the heaviest 145 pounds? So against Waka.
Miami win. But there have been starts for Miami.
Would follow the same track and then just die at the bottom.
Frazier sends a ball into the gap in left center field. Well, for a big man, because it's offensive to Luke. And before an out's on the board in the bottom of the first, the Yankees have a 1-0 lead for New York to get going. Batting only a $139. High batting average is the second.
Another changeup. You might not see a fastball in this sequence.
By the way, in the nightcap, for which Harold Reynolds will join me in the booth. Frazier and Gardner aboard with a run in and nobody out.
He hasn't seen it. Maybe I'll sneak one by him.
First inning woes continue. The next 3-2 to Sanchez. A ball that gets away from Ramos.
Ball and mislocation that much. The catcher just doesn't have time to react to it.
Oh boy, this one could not have started any worse for the Mets.
Not like what they see out of Michael Waka. 21 pitches in the game. Yeah, I get it.
Their game to play today. Ball and 2 strikes. And Ford is caught looking. That's the injuries cut down the Yankees' depth. What they're hoping is just a day-to-day is back at third in this one. There's a fly ball from Marie.
Especially for free swinging hitters.
Slowed down the native of the Dominican Republic.
Bond, as he ages, he's just 22. Good take right there, but that you meant has essentially been put on hold.
Ball and 2 strikes to him with 2 runs in. Gets him again on that same.
He is getting beat by mediocre fastballs. Off balance there.
4 straight strikes
of this, because so far we're seeing them miss badly.
Cano, of course, has been here as a player with his time in Seattle, and there's the first back in the Bronx where he is comfortable.
It's Jackie Robinson Day. I hit a home run on Jackie Robinson Day. How often does a player like that leap?
The Mets would like to think this is a matchup that could get Wilson Ramos going. For the game. Takeout pitches. That was a Smith. And there's a changeup that's lined to years in the late 90s, the last they had to wear. And Estrada fished for a fastball at the top of bases. And Estrada's a strikeout victim here to the last couple years. And last year, using the injured list over. We don't know what's going to happen this year. It's back to Waka.
Some of the premier players in the game, not just on the Yankees, not available. 5 of their 8 starters.
Luke Voigt sends a rock.
Now that was it was one of the reasons why this has not been a great defense. Let's get the exit velocity on that one. Might help the official score.
I'm going to say Buck sends a ball well hit to right, and that one's going to.
These right-hand cutter designed to get off the plate, but it stays. I told you I like this matchup coming.
Frazier likely to play both. Empty for Brett Gardner.
You see Ahmed Rosario more extreme with the scissor style, but one thing you can't teach.
Looking forward to a fresh start with the Mets this year.
Getting strikeouts outside of the zone. Good take right there. That's it.
Marisnik bounces it up the line. Great play by Gary Sanchez, Mike Ford, Miguel Andujar here in the third for the home team.
Damage by Voit and Frazier.
Challenges
Another point in his career.
David Peters bound for the Mets. That one's rattled into the corner.
Ford at second base. Just didn't play it well off the slight bobble. Says, I think I can make it.
Base hit or even thrown out at second base. But Mike's in safely as he gets up.
Too quick. You know, I love watching Aaron Judge.
Got him swinging.
You think of a team that's going to get there with pitching?
Yep. To have found that extra couple of miles an hour later in the game here. He didn't open the game throw. 0-2 the count to the rookie center fielder. I think he could say. That's fair ball.
60 games played in these last 3 seasons.
100 guesses.
There you go.
Never would have. Nothing deficit. Here's the 3-2 and he goes to the changeup and gets the strikeout. Let's check in with the studio and see what else is happening around.
To see now, second time around, if the Mets start to make an adjustment
Tonight. Hey, 1-1.
1.
Davis sends a fly ball out to right for Clint. Freight trends are only as good as their individual staff.
Yeah,
is the best in Major League Baseball.
As far as first pitch strikes, my theory adjustments going back and look at video during tonight. You can't do that this year.
Yeah, those days are gone for the time being.
Right, the Yankees are about 2 or 3 ticks above that. I look count is the 1-1 pitch. For loose right here, a little more aggressive. Ooh.
We had and another one. Montgomery's 1-2 and he strikes out. Robinson Day 2020 and what a poignant line. Different,
and it's really about of equal opportunity.
Did he back on August 14th at Philly, went 6 innings in that game and he locks.
What you're telling me can't possibly be that's what moving the ball forward means, and I think that's what Jackie Robinson did.
The playing field, using their platform for good.
Top of the order now, the DH Luke Voit, and this is the only part of somewhere in the world. Mickey Rivers is saying, what in the world is
balls in the zone go by without taking it.
I mean, really for the Yankees though, it's about getting healthy in October, and nobody's going to rush Gleyber Torres back.
The stands, home fielding.
Different slightly. Ramos crowding Gardner,
and James Paxton said this himself. The batters in the batter's box, they're going to ramp up. You don't kind of just glide.
Balls and 2 strikes to count to Brett Gardner. That hit him, and that's going to load the
boring in on the back foot.
Boy, when a guy's guessing, and Walter Lockett, Sanchez. And he strikes out Gary Sanchez on a nice break. Open game 1 of the doubleheader. Montgomery yielding only gotten deeper into this one than he did a few weeks ago. Now, as every manager is, schedule constraints. Can't perhaps about a 24-hour period.
That's but he's done a good job being efficient with his pitches. I mean, dominating them with pure stuff, but his sequencing has certainly kept.
Dominic Smith has really the only hard hit ball. He gets hit by that one himself.
Of the cases when pitchers miss on their arm side up and in,
That other base hit on the line for the Mets tonight. 3 days of 86 and 87. Yeah. Marisnick with a bounce.
Edison, you turn one bad shot into two. Just eat the ball right hand. Throw allowed the runner to get the third.
And that one spiked.
Bat out to the field. Watch Sanchez. He's very upright here. That chin needs to be knock the ball down in front of you. Get in position to block the ball. He just was not in position to block the ball.
Are in scoring position to cut the 4-0
with the runner on second base now.
And Rosario bounces it to first. A great play is out. Oh boy, that one might come back.
Foot race.
Full count pitch into shallow right. Out for the nightcap. Back on the air for you with that one. Harold Reynolds will join me in the booth. Interesting schedules in Major League Baseball this weekend.
Point of emphasis at the trade deadline. He used more at 8 games.
Well, there's at least one doubleheader.
Tower Deli to buy sub sandwiches and put it in a brown bag and
into center field, and there's his first.
Plus runner, plus speed. Yeah, that feels good. And speed combination he has.
That's in play for David. Realigned defensively here in the 6th as Davis lines the ball to left. A clean in a studio building.
And again, middle of the plate. We haven't seen much of that.
What did the bullpen do the Yankees for one of their best? Mercer, who is the newest Yankee, taker. Just an easy 96. Strikes to Pete Alonso. Bounces away from Sanchez. Is that for you just an example of a full count pitch? Into center field and well hit. Florio back.
Instead of up. Sanchez's glove is higher, but the ball doesn't quite get there. He knew it. He's a home run hitter. He knows when he got it. How about 110? He can't believe it. Chad Green just does not. To not just square up a fastball, but Chad Green's fastball. 2 with the fastball, Matt, and it was the 2 sliders that got him to 3-2. Because now you're at 3-2. That was their offense until this inning.
That every major league pitcher is keenly aware of. It is so hard. It makes it even. As Smith sends a ball out to center. Green's career that he's given up multiple homers in an inning as a reliever.
Actually, it was pretty much the same area. I thought this one, I think in both cases to me, Alonso and Smith. I'm telling you, Chad Green just is not used to seeing this happen to his fastball.
Quietly putting together a great year. He's putting together a very nice year. And maybe he would.
Just never has gotten runway to do it.
Jake Marisnick sends a play, and then another one coming tomorrow afternoon. Hanging break.
So much for bunting with 2 outs and the base is empty. A 3-home run inning off Chad Green.